Would you like to learn how to generate not one, but multiple streams of income licensing your ideas? Well, stick around to learn how you can earn even more money all from one single invention. Hi, Lisa Lloyd here with more tips, tricks, and strategies for how to accelerate and optimize your invention licensing business success. If you like what you learn here today, then please tell YouTube by hitting the like and subscribe button. It's a free way to support me doing this. And if you hit the notification bell, then you'll be the first to know whenever I post a new video. I have both invented and licensed as well as manufactured and sold my inventions, and I can tell you without a doubt that licensing is my absolute favorite business model. I'm also very passionate about teaching inventors, and one of the most common questions that I get is, do I have to license my invention exclusively, or can I do it on a non-exclusive basis and enjoy the revenue from multiple companies instead? Well, the answer is that that decision is pretty much made for you by the company that you license it to. Generally speaking, they all want to license exclusively, but there is an exception to every rule. To understand those exceptions, though, let's just make sure you understand the principles behind licensing. Companies interested in licensing are only interested in how you're going to help them make more money. And exclusivity is the primary driver that gives them the competitive advantage to do just that. A patent gives you the exclusive right to make, use, and sell your invention. So when you license that patent to a company, you're giving them the right to make and sell that intellectual property. Make sense? Okay, so if a company is going to license your patent rights, then there has to be something big in it for them, because they have to invest all that time and money in not just making it and selling it, but they have to pay you a royalty. So they have to have something that makes that really worth it for them. And that's why that exclusivity is mission critical. They want the competitive advantage of being the only company in the entire world that has it. So that's why the general rule is to license exclusively. But believe it or not, there are some instances where you can get multiple licenses even on an exclusive basis. I know it sounds a bit like a contradiction, but stick with me for a moment. This will all make sense. The secret is to leverage all the potential use cases for your invention. Now, obviously, this isn't going to work on every invention, but if your product has multiple use cases and potentially multiple audiences for those use cases, then you are potentially lined up strategically for multiple exclusive licensing deals. Let me demonstrate. I invented this CO2-powered airbrush when I wanted to create a fast and easy way to airbrush your nails at home. But in the process of developing it, some people gave me feedback, and one person suggested it could also be used for the automotive detail industry, because they use airbrushes to get dust out and other different applications. And so that air blowing would effectively help them do that job. And it was also suggested to me, I don't bake, so that's why it had to come from someone else, that you could decorate cakes with it by putting food coloring and water in there. And so those were two additional markets that I could go after with this device. Well, we ended up doing a deal with Helen of Troy, and they used it for 3 different applications, in fact, 3 SKUs. There was a body art, a tanning spray, and a nail art kit, 3 SKUs that were created. But when we did the deal with them, we only gave them the exclusive right in the category of cosmetics, leaving open the automotive aftermarket, as well as the cake decorating and some others that came up along the way potentially for it. Now, I personally didn't do anything with those additional markets because I was doing very well with the 3 that I had, which was lazy in hindsight at this age. But nevertheless, those were additional opportunities that I could have leveraged to make even more money. So if you think that you have something that reaches different types of constituencies, in other words, different use cases for that product, like this CO2 powered airbrush, then you potentially can do not just one exclusive deal, but multiple exclusive licensing deals and generate even more money for you from that product. If you aren't sure whether or not your product lends itself to other categories, feel free to book a free call with me using the link in the description below. I'd be happy to do a free strategy call with you. And if you like what you learned here today, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell to be the first to know when I post each and every week. Dare to dream and imagine what's possible when powered by innovation.